don't need no go down.
Northern California, the Bay Area. That's the site for the Jazz. A fluid 7-footer with deep range and sneaky bounce. Lauri Markkanen is locked in and ready to lead as they ramp themselves up for the game ahead at the Chase Center. Jazz, Warriors, coming up next, right after this. Happy Monday, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. Alongside Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Also joining us tonight is League Insider Shams Charania. Shams, we appreciate you being here for this one.
Always a pleasure, BA. Thanks for having me drop by.
Brought your A game, I'm sure, partner.
Lot to talk about, BA.
And here's what the Utah Jazz schedule looks like. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. And then Sunday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Here are the starters for Utah. They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Lauri Markkanen. Bailey out there with Jusuf Nurkic. And for the Warriors, Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Kuminga plays the 4 with Draymond sliding up to the 5. And it's Moody in at the 3. And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Markkanen outside. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Bailey. It's Anderson on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Kuminga. Anderson can't get it to go. To the inside. Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Well, a lot of miles on those legs, but Green can still get up occasionally to flush it.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Bailey. Now here's Markkanen. Moody defends. Here's Bailey for 3. Rebounded by Green. And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, does it? I mean, this is an era of wide open competition. We've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, a different champion each season. These are exciting times to be sure, and I think continuingly with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, BA. You know this is much more fun for me.
And the Warriors pushing it up now. Wide open. Kuminga's shot is off. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Markkanen right side. Pass to Nurkic. Outside, Anderson fires from deep. He drops it from range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. Outside Podziemski. Now Green, defended by Nurkic. Green against Nurkic. Nurkic with some nice D. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight, and he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back to you, BA.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And it's Utah with the ball. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Pass to Bailey. Anderson for 3. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Green. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Curry, that's good.
And that's the competitive fire Steph Curry plays with. You just knew he was going to have an answer there.
Here's Anderson. He has 6. Pass to Markkanen. Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn, and a lot of this is around social media and around the internet and around their young consumers and young fans.
And here's Markkanen. He'll bring it up for Utah. They trail by 1. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
Man, look at Nurkic using his physique on offense, taking his shot and drawing a good foul.
Utah shooting their first foul shots of the night.
Yusuf Nurkic taking 2 shots.
That's good from Nurkic.
Yeah, someone who has battled injuries. Great to see Yusuf Nurkic out there tonight.
It's both from the stripe. And here's Curry. And you look at his 33 points a game, a terrific weapon on offense. Here's Kuminga. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
And when you watch Jonathan Kuminga play, the thing that jumps out at you is his athleticism, how quickly he can get to the hoop and get off the floor. He is a really promising talent. Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good for Kuminga. Shams, we've heard Commissioner Silver suggest that with the global audience for the game, team market sizes matter less to free agents.
For most players, it's about winning, and then secondarily, where they'd like to live. And the financial aspect of market size is not as relevant as it once was. Money still does talk, though.
That might be one of the biggest changes in the game over the last few decades.
But yeah, you can win and succeed anywhere.
Well, if there's one guy in this league, you better run off the three-point line. It's Curry.
Pass to Bailey. Now here's Anderson. To the middle. Picked it out of midair. In transition, here come the Warriors. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, just throw it up there and let Kuminga do the rest. What an athlete.
Markkanen outside. 6 to shoot. The baseline J. Kicks it out to Anderson. And here's Bailey for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Markkanen with it. Now guarded by Moody. To the paint. Tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds with the Jazz retaining possession. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Stephen Curry.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Until Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Let's keep it going for your Warriors dancer.
into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You take a look at the Warriors. Here to start, they're on solid ground, standing 6th in the conference. And of course, there's Utah. They currently find themselves down in the bottom of the conference.
Well, I think for Golden State, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
Now here's Anderson. 10 points in his last outing. Second shot opportunity. Misses off the right iron. The Warriors lead by 5. And Shams, the Jazz adding some real scoring punch in the draft.
Yeah, there's a lot of drama around the Utah Jazz in the NBA draft. But listen, they held firm. They took Ace Bailey. He has a great opportunity on the wing. I'm told the Jazz are really excited. They feel like he's a perfect addition to really restart their retooling process. And Walter Clayton Jr. as well, the Jazz picked in the first round. He's shown that he can deliver under the pressure in college. Their offense is potentially primed for a lot of growth and progress this year.
The pull-up J. Anderson pulls it down. Jazz trail by 7. And here's Bailey for 3. Utah with another miss.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there is enough game left to make corrections.
Now Curry. He's got 5. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Down low. Can they get it? And finished off by Anderson.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Right side, Podziemski. Moody passes to Kuminga. Sinks the tray. Kuminga's got 7 points in the game.
And Kuminga has put a lot of work in on that shot. It's good to see him knock it down from deep.
Now here's Nurkic. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Now here's Markkanen. Moody defends. And here's Bailey for 3. Podziemski grabs the board.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets. They're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Craig is checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Moody. No good on the second free throw. And the sense was the back half of this year's draft was a little thinner than normal. Why was that, Shams?
It's because the money is getting bigger and bigger in college basketball. And a lot of those potential late first or second round picks can just simply make more money in college than go to the NBA. So as these new rules start to regulate and the revenues potentially get shared more across the schools, potentially it normalizes a little bit. But these players in college are able to make essentially the NBA minimum, if not higher the NBA minimum, even as second round potential picks.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. leaders in scoring. Stephen Curry is second.
He's proven to be an essential part of their offensive efforts, always playing hard on that end and ensuring they come up with points.
Jazz trail by 11. Here's Sensabaugh. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Pass to Markkanen. 4-3. Buries it from 3. And Shams, we're seeing a transition in regional media. The RSN, the Regional Sports Network, with cord-cutting impacting revenues.
Yeah, local RSNs is a big part of the NBA, and the availability of local team broadcasts via streaming is certainly skyrocketing. Every team, Utah, Phoenix, has their own flair to this, and it definitely has the potential to unlock an even larger viewership. The national broadcast is big, guys, especially here at 2K TV, but the local audience is very much an important part of the NBA ecosystem.
Now here's Markkanen. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Ryan, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Niang, that's good.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Golden State has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Outside, Green. Healed against Markkanen. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. Utah grabs the miss. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the three ball.
But during that specific game, you'd love to say, hey, stop shooting threes, but obviously that's a big part of their identity.
Now here's Markkanen. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Healed with the ball. Pass to Pajemski. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That won't go either for Curry.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now. And his team really being impacted by the fact that nothing is falling for him right now.
To get back on track. The rebound by Filipowski. Over Green. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Draymond Green has been on display for Golden State. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. They've got Williams. Kyle Filipowski is out there with George Niang. And it's Sensabaugh in at the point guard position. And Shams, you're on TV probably more than ever. Is that challenging? I mean, how often do you have to shave every day?
Yeah, BA, I always got to be camera ready. And in season, particularly with the Luka Doncic trade, that happened so late at night that I knew at 11 p.m. Central Time I had to be ready. And for me, of course, interacting with my sources and getting information is one thing, but being TV ready, being ready to be on camera, it keeps me busier than ever. I know I have to be ready 24/7, 365.
You always look good, Shams. You're always ready for TV, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be like you.
Here's Jackson Davis. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. to Filipowski. Utah moving the ball around. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. No good on the free throw. Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. And Utah with a change here too. Martin's checked in. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The Warriors lead by 4. Outside Curry. Back to Hield. Curry, a screen on Martin. Here's Hield. And it's Niang with a rebound.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Filipowski, the pass to Martin. Pass to Sensabaugh. Shoots over Curry. Sensabaugh, no good.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Jazz trail by 4. And we're seeing teams these days applying more early ball pressure. Why is that tactic gaining steam, Sean?
Well, pressure is always going to provide a level of stress, and so it's a way to wear your opponents down, force them to operate deeper into the shot clock, and really it's a way for teams to leverage their length, their depth, their athleticism. You are seeing it used in different strategies.
Now here's Hield. No points yet. Outside Curry. Releases. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
Here's Filipowski. 9 points for him in his last game. Pass to Hendricks. Puts up a 3. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. Out to Hield. Jackson Davis is screen. And he lobs it up top.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Some changes. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Craig. Moody comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Stephen Curry in for Curry. Markkanen looking it over. There's a screen. To win the drought. The Jazz again can't hit. The Warriors lead by 6. Hield passes to Curry. Healed on the wing. From deep. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
This is his shot. The defense must chase Hield off that three-point line.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And here's Anderson. 5 to shoot. Here's Filipowski. Three-pointer. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Kuminga's shot is off. Jazz trail by 9. Inside. Anderson can't get it to go.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Now here's Hield. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Out to the wing. And here's Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. Guarded by Hield. Shot is up. Utah with another miss.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Outside Moody. Kuminga with a screen on Markkanen. Moody from outside. Utah grabs the miss. Filipowski's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Hield for 3. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Pass to Anderson. They double him with Moody to stop the run. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
That one's off. And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Jackson Davis, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for Hield. Then for Utah, Nurkic comes in for Filipowski, and Bailey subbed in for Sensabaugh. And he sinks the second.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Outside Curry. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Podziemski. Outside Green. Over Nurkic. Hits the front of the rim and out. Jazz trail by 8. Here's Bailey. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Now here's Markkanen. Moody defends. Kicks it out to Anderson. Over Moody. Here's Nurkic. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
And this is the game that Nurkic plays. Using the big body inside, carving out a high percentage look.
He misses the free throw. He's off on the second. The Warriors lead by 8. Ball stolen. Here's Bailey. He's scoreless. And here's Nurkic. Sinks the 15-footer.
Continuing to develop his jump shot. Nurkic draining his shot has helped his confidence moving forward.
The 3 is up. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover. Pass
to Anderson. The shot off that time. Excellent D there from Kuminga. To the inside. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. Markkanen outside. The three ball. The Warriors pull it in. Pajemski's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Green. Oh! Green dropping the hammer.
I love the show of force by Green, putting the defense on notice with the jam.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Bailey. Outside, Anderson. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Launches it. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now Curry. From the arc. Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz trail by 11. Pass to Nurkic. Over Kuminga. Utah with another miss. And here are the Warriors now. They're on a 12-3 run. Moody passes to Green. Outside Pajemski. Curry against Markkanen. Down low. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Anderson.
Well, you know, Green's not going to shy away from contact. He loves mixing it up inside. Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
Look, to win in this league, you need competitors, and Draymond Green brings it every single night. He plays with a passion that is unmatched.
And the second free throw is good. Jazz trail by 12. Pass to Bailey. Markkanen outside. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. The rebound by Moody.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
And we haven't seen them pound the ball inside and draw as much contact this quarter.
Markkanen outside. Anderson inside. Kuminga's on him. Markkanen for 3. The three-pointer is true from Markkanen.
Shots like this help Markkanen get in rhythm. The D must be aware of his ability to catch and fire.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, guys. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life. Back to you guys.
Paying tribute. All right, thank you, Allie. Nurkic. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Up top, Curry. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Curry.
You know, you just can't overstate Steph Curry's impact on the game. When you think about the global icons the NBA has seen, Steph Curry is right there with all of them.
To the wing, right side. Here's Bailey. And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Great to have you with us. Starting out, let's check out the award winners for Players of the Week. For the Eastern Conference, Jason Tatum.
Hard not to be impressed by Tatum. Took it to another level over this last stretch, which is saying something.
You marvel at the volume he can handle. Kind of like Shaq at a cookout.
You just made me hungry.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Jazz.
You're not going to win many games shooting under 30% from three. If they want to climb back into it, they've got to focus on getting easier looks there, Ernie.
Not everybody can be like the Jet, though, who shot a career 40% from behind the line.
39.9%. That half year in Atlanta killed it, Ernie.
I would agree with that.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Kuminga plays the 4 with Draymond sliding up to the 5. And it's Moody in at the small forward. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Here's Bailey. Still no points. Utah moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Anderson. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Kuminga. Green with the ball. Picked up by Markkanen. Pass to Pajemski. Now Curry. Take it away. In transition, here come the Jazz. Off target from three-point range. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game, and they'll be right in the middle of a 5-game homestand. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Moody misses. Jazz trail by 14. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And here's Anderson. He's covered by Curry. From outside the arc. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
Pass to Curry. Launches it from deep. The rebound by the Jazz.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
And that one drops.
And even if he doesn't have the wider frame some guys do, Bailey's not going to let contact keep him from finishing.
Outside Pajemski. And here's Kuminga for 3. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his 3rd foul so far. Jazz trail by 10. Well, Tim, one of the more freakish athletes in the league is Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Brian, he is electric in transition. His skill level and IQ are still developing, but it's really hard to put a ceiling on his potential.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
I mean, let me remind you, Markkanen is 7 feet tall. It's incredible how he shoots it so well from deep.
Outside Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
Here's Anderson. That shot missing. Excellent D there from Kuminga. The Warriors lead by 7. Moody on the wing. Over Markkanen. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Jazz have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Nurkic. They swipe it. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 5 points.
Passing has always been a big part of Green's game. He makes reads that other guys would never see.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Let's take a look at the top rookie rebounders. Third is Ace Bailey.
Rebounding is a skill that can easily translate into the pro game. He had a reputation for being good on the boards, and he has certainly delivered on that.
Here's Anderson. He's got 10. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Markkanen misses. The Warriors lead by 9. Here's Podziemski driving in.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Here's Markkanen. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. The kick out, Curry. Green with a screen on Nurkic. The 3. Rebound, Utah. Anderson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Markkanen outside. From downtown. Another miss by Markkanen.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Back to Podziemski. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively. And that's having a ripple effect.
Oh, look at the hustle there from Draymond, leaving it all on the floor.
Jazz trail by 15. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The Jazz again can't hit. Here's Golden State. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Outside Curry. Let's go with a 3. Counted from distance. Curry's got 14 points.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Pass to Nurkic. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Markkanen. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got rebound number 7 tonight. On the wing, Curry lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Golden State.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards and defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Kuminga's shot is off.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off and it forced the miss.
After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure.
2 shots.
And he drops it first.
And there's a lot of upside to Ace Bailey. He's already a gifted shot maker, but you also see signs of elite defensive potential. If he can level up on both ends, Ace will be special.
Fields checked in for Curry. And Utah with a change here, too. Filipowski, he's checked in for Markkanen. One question facing the league here, Tim. How do you make the All-Star game more competitive?
Well, BA, the tournament structure seemed to help a bit, but until just a competitive mentality around the game changes, I think the only thing you can do is maybe up the ante as far as prize money. I do think that did seem to matter for the NBA Cup.
Having done a few of those games, care factor's low. They could improve on that.
I completely agree. It seemed to matter a lot more back when I played.
Pass to Bailey. Now here's Filipowski. He's closely guarded. 5 on the clock. Anderson for 3. Rebounded by Hield.
Well, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
And the shot goes. Kuminga's got 9.
And that is the kind of tough bucket they love seeing from Kuminga, just using that athleticism.
Pass to Anderson. To the right side. Puts up a 3. Nurkic. It's good on the putback.
And for Nurkic, one of his key attributes, the ability to keep the play alive on the glass.
Now Hield. Pass to Green. Now here's Podziemski. This one for 3. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Anderson with a screen to the paint. And finished off by Anderson.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Now Podziemski. 12 points for him. Pass to Moody. Here's Kuminga. It's intercepted. And the Jazz pushing it up now from 8 feet. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Draymond Green. These are his first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Anderson. And the Warriors make some changes. Jackson Davis is checked in for Green. Craig comes in for Kuminga. And it's Bojan Bogdanovic in for Moody. Anderson drops them both.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
The Warriors lead by 18. Now here's Podziemski, giving them some nice offensive production with 13 points a game. Bogdanovich passes to Hield. Inside. Here's Bailey. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game.
Yeah, for this coaching staff, they want Bailey operating in the paint. I mean, he's got athleticism and touch.
Podziemski with it. Outside Bogdanovich. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Now here's Nie. Pass to Bailey. Over Hield. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. Bailey's got his third bucket of the night.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Back to Podziemski. And here's Craig. Here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Hield. There's the three. No good there.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now here's Nie. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Sensabaugh, defended by Podziemski. Now Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. There's the triple. Rebounded by Hield. Hield's got his fourth rebound in this one. Pass to Podziemski. Another steal. Bogdanovich against Anderson. Here's Sensabaugh. Filipowski in the post. Covered by Jackson Davis. Unloads. And it's Filipowski. That time on the assist by Bailey.
The good looks from Bailey. You'd like to see him dish it a little more at this level than he did in college.
There's Bogdanovich with the three. He's off on that one. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
All right, great pace, great energy. Keep throwing the ball ahead. You guys are just making the simple pass. That's good stuff.
Urging his team to keep pushing the break. Coach Steve Kerr.
And Coach Kerr loves the energy right now. It's all about having the pace in his favor.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So the Utah 5 right now. They've got Kyle Filipowski, George Niang out there with Lauri Markkanen, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 1. Now here's Curry. Outside Hield. Pass to Craig. Outside Curry. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
Yeah, Curry just getting it done in the paint.
Now Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Curry. Niang outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Markkanen with a screen on Curry. Here's Sensabaugh. He can't hit that time. Oh, nice D from Curry. The Warriors lead by 14. And here's Jackson Davis. Here's Bogdanovich. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Sensabaugh. Markkanen outside. Takes the three. The rebound by Bogdanovich. And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. It's stolen. In transition, here they come. Here's Filipowski, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Hield against Markkanen. Outside Curry. Outside Bogdanovic. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Markkanen up top. Guarded by Hield. Pass to Niang. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. Looking to get back on track. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul of the game. Green checked in for Jackson Davis. And Utah with a change here too. Nurkic has checked in for Niang. The Warriors lead by 12. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And here is Green. Pass to Bogdanovic. Back to Green. Utah grabs the miss.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Now here's Markkanen. Launches a three. Ooh, Lauri Markkanen. Good from the corner.
Is that high arcing three? Markkanen is deadly from that corner spot.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Bogdanovic. He's guarded closely.
And Bogdanovic is a scorer through and through, especially from outside the arc.
At the line, your Warriors, Bojan Bogdanovic, taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bogdanovic. Good on both. Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Sensabaugh. The three is up. Warriors with the rebound. 22 was their biggest lead.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Here's Green. Now Curry. Markkanen left side. And rejected. And they'll keep possession. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Sensabaugh. 4-3. Hits a three-pointer.
This three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Hield passes to Bogdanovich. And here is Green. Outside Curry. Takes a three. And Curry with the answer three.
That's 5 threes for him tonight and his third of the half.
Markkanen outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
The first one falls, and the Warriors make some changes. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Craig. Moody comes in for Bogdanovich, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for Hield. So he gets them both. So it's the Warriors now. 9-point game. Curry surveys. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. Curry passes to Green. Over Nurkic. And it's Green missing. Jazz trail by 9. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. It's Markkanen on the wing. Back to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. Defended by Podziemski. Now here's Filipowski. It's stolen by Kuminga. And here is Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Here's Bailey. Here's Nurkic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Shoot 2.
2 shots.
That one misses. Anderson's checked in for Filipowski. Good on the second one. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. 22 was their biggest lead. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Podziemski. Left side Curry. Just 5 to shoot. And the jumper from the wing offline. Jazz trail by 10. To Anderson. Launches it. Warriors with the rebound. Kuminga's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
Man, it's like he's jumping off a trampoline. Kuminga that time going high for the jam.
Pass to Markkanen. Fires from 14. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. The Warriors lead by 12. On the wing, Curry. Again, the Warriors score.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Utah's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Pass to Markkanen. Five to shoot. Bailey, the pass to Anderson. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 8 rebounds in the game. Outside Curry. And the layup falls. Curry's got 26.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Marketing outside. Pass to Bailey. Anderson inside. Kuminga's on him. And the bucket is good.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Outside, Green. Now Moody. Outside Curry. From downtown. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic just got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Bailey, defended by Pajemski. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
The Warriors lead by 12. Here's Curry. And yes, sir, hits the wide-open J.
And that is exactly why Curry is must-see TV.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Anderson with a screen. Marking it outside. 6 to shoot. He fires. Oh, look at the fin with the finish. Lowry Markkanen.
That's the kind of activity you love to see from Markkanen. Just a great sequence.
Oh, missed on the tray.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Using the glass to lay it in.
Perfect bounce pass leading to the basket. That's just great teamwork.
The Warriors lead by 10. Outside Pajemski. He's off from 3. Utah has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Here's Nurkic. Doubled by Kuminga. Now Nurkic. Here's Bailey. Can't hit it.
Sometimes effort is more important than size. His rebounding numbers tonight are proof of that.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Warriors.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Draymond Green.
They impacted the game in a multitude of ways. Anytime they needed a big play, no matter what it was, he came through.
Buries it from outside!
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
They set the pick. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. A competitive game, you have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Steph, I know it's still early, but how do you evaluate this team and its ability to go the distance?
In terms of communicating about our principles and how we're going to be successful, trying to chase another championship, we're definitely on the same page. Just a matter of staying focused every night, giving the best effort we can, and just enjoying the journey because it's a long year.
Well, you've been there. You know what it takes. Thanks, Steph.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And we present the player of the game, Draymond Green.